What is going on, everybody? Merry Christmas. We're almost there. A couple days. Submission Fishing Live. My name is Muto. Glad you could join us today. Got a special guest coming in. We got Captain Bill from the Malihini, so hopefully he'll be in shortly. Once he comes in, we'll get it going. How's everybody doing tonight? See who we got in the chat. Cave Dog, Oos. Cal, what's going on, man? Number one, first again. Eric the Judge Lehman. Welcome, dude. Glad to have you. Saltwater Slayer. Looks like you're getting the new reel. Everybody talked to into the Iowa. Down in SD, welcome. Glad you could be here. Doug Rubin, welcome. Leonard, welcome. What's going on? Spinning Rod Rebel, Oos, what's up, man? Glad you're here. Dave Rage, welcome. Welcome again. Got some good questions from you guys. Let's see who else we got in here. Captain Adobo, glad you can make it. I was wondering who was going to show up today. I'm like, man, it's Christmas, 3 days till Christmas. I guess 2 days till Christmas, but we're almost there, guys. You guys working? Or did you get the day off? Or you got like a week off? It seems like half the people are already out, and then the other half are still kind of going. Mark G, Oos, welcome. Glad you could be here. Coach Worf in the house, Worf TV, check it out. Oos, Peter 86, Oos, welcome. TB Metal Art, what is going on? Oos. You guys ever seen people write Oos in the chat? It just means that they like the channel. So I appreciate that. Send out the likes. We got a couple things to go over before the interview. We're going to do a giveaway at the end of the channel. So we hit actually 500 subs last week, and I meant to do a giveaway because we hit 500 subs, and I totally forgot. Like, we signed off the show and everything. I mean, incidentally, I think we're already back up to, we got like 545. We picked up like 547 subs since last week. So thank you guys. And one of the byproducts of that is I got like the community tab unlocked. And then at 1,000 subs, you can do like, so YouTube has like these walls, that you can't do certain things. So until you get 1,000 subs, you can't do like live, like you can't stream from a phone or do like live streams mobilely. You can do them, just from here. They like lock them out on your phone and like the super chats and stuff. But I did get the community tab. So one of the things I was able to do was a poll. I can do like updates and polls. So I did actually did a poll. A lot of you guys saw it. We got 53 votes. So my poll was, who is your favorite fishing reel manufacturer? So we had 53 votes, and the winner was Daiwa. So if you guys didn't enter the poll, I'm curious to see what you had here. So Daiwa got 47%. Shimano got 37%. It was pretty close. I guess I should go over the options. Were Shimano, Daiwa, Penn, Abu Garcia, and Okuma. So Daiwa won with 47%. So almost 50% of the 53 people said Daiwa. Shimano got 38%. Penn got 11%. Okuma got 4%. Abu Garcia got 0 votes. So out of the 53 people, nobody likes the Abu Garcia reels, which is curious. I'm wondering why. Have you guys used those or not used them? I don't have any, which is kind of funny because I don't own any Abu Garcia reels. I've got, like in my spinning setup, or just in all my setups, I've got Daiwa. I own Daiwa. I own Shimano. I own Penn. I own Okuma. Like, I use all those reels. But I don't own Abu Garcia for some reason. I don't think a lot of people do either, which is kind of weird because they're a pretty big manufacturer. But yeah, a lot of Daiwa fanboys out there. It was funny because everybody in the comments too, every single comment was pumping up the Daiwa. So whatever Daiwa's doing, man, whatever they're putting in that Kool-Aid, you guys are loving it. That's for sure. But yeah, Daiwa's good. I think Daiwa's definitely got like the design factor down. I think they're like the coolest looking reels. I've got the Fuego. I've got a BG that I've had forever, a couple years. But I think their design is the best. They got like the anodized metals and the reds. They've got like the chrome paint and the contrast. Like, I think they're the coolest looking reels. My vote would not obviously, I guess you guys wouldn't know, but I think Penn is probably my favorite reel company. And I own a spinning rod from all of them. You know what's funny is, like, out of all the spinning reels, the only one I've had fail was a Shimano reel. And like the Shimano are super nice and they're super smooth, but it's like I feel like they're really delicate too. And I was just using it one day and it seized up. I don't know if it got water, probably got salt water or something in the. This was the spinning rod and that little thing that makes it go up and down. I don't know what it's called, little actuator. Um, because I think it might we know what a lot of times happens. We use the lighter stuff. It's actually freshwater reels that we're using for salt. So you got to make sure you're using a saltwater reel. But one of the reasons I like pen reels, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but all pen reels are saltwater reels. They make saltwater reels. That's all they make. So you can use them for freshwater, but you're never having to question, how like when we're talking about the Shimano SLX and we're like, we had that whole debate on Fishy Hour, whether the Shimano SLX was actually saltwater rated. Some sites said it was, some said it wasn't. And after stuff is freshwater, saltwater, like the good thing about the pen is just like, you already know that that's what they make is saltwater reels. So whatever you're buying, you're pretty much good to go. They don't have the freshwater stuff, but yeah, the dye was good. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. Like I said, I haven't actually tried Abu Garcia, so I don't know. But I'm curious why that many people don't use them. I'll have to ask Bill that question. I like the Swedish made old Abus. Yeah, that's the thing, Coach. Like everybody kind of like I like Okuma and casking personally. Yeah, I like Okuma. Okuma's probably, although I did have an Okuma failure. I had a Komodo SS. I bought the 400 size reel that actually did have a failure. Um, the drag broke on it, but it was like the first time I used it, so it was probably a fluke. I got it. They sent me a new one, and that one's been pretty good. Aside from that, um, I've had like one of the smaller SS reels, the Akuma Komodo, like the 200. I've caught like countless numbers of fish on that, but I haven't had the casking. We'll have to do one for the off brands. Yeah, Cal's Dio all the way. Man, the Dio are good though. I don't think you go wrong. I think you get any one of those brands, you're pretty much good. I think it just comes all down to like the small preferences, right? Yeah, but Daiwa actually, they are clean looking reels for sure. Captain Adobo, thank you. Yeah. So I don't know what the giveaway is. We'll probably give away a hat, maybe some stickers. I got to come up with something though. Either like a trivia question or something like that. Who else we got in here? Yak Mom, welcome. I did shout outs over there for you. I don't think I got you. Let's see who else came in here. Graham, welcome. Good to see you. Peter86, I think we got you already, but we'll shout you out again. Let's see. Warp TV says, oh, yeah, you like the Akuma. Saltist. Yeah, I heard good things about that. Yeah, see the Daiwa boys, man. You guys are in here. I've got the like I said, the BG and that Fuego. They've been good. I've had no problems with them. Abu Garcia Black Max is good first bait caster. Cool, Leonard. Pan is the workhorse. Spinning Rod Rebel. Marvin. Yeah, I agree. Like if you told me, hey, you're gonna go on a boat offshore and you're gonna fish for 3 days, right? Your gear is just gonna be on the side of the deck. You're gonna use it. You're gonna get a splash. Like I'm taking my pen stuff all day. Like I'm not worried. I've got a what is it? One of those the Battle 3, the little small one that 1,000 size, dude. I've dunked that thing. Like I've dipped it. It's fallen in the water off my kayak. I mean, legitimately, probably like 5 times, and that thing it keeps running. Like it's crazy. And I think I dipped my Shimano in one time on accident. This happens on the kayak all the time. You guys know that. And I went to use it, and it just I couldn't turn it. It was locked up. I took it apart, and it was all rusted, and I descaled it, and it works now. I still use it, the Shimano one, but yeah, I did have that failure on there. I love my pen metal too. It's a little on the heavy side though. Yeah, Leonard, for sure. They're not refined, right? Like Daiwa and the Shimano's, like the Japanese stuff is like it's so smooth, it's so refined. Yeah, but the pen is like a little heavier. Uh, they don't look like they don't have the bells and whistles. Like they don't have like that fit and finish that just blows you away. But I don't know. I'm kind of hard on my stuff, so I just kind of like gear that I can really beat up a little bit. I think Penn and Abu, the was that down in SD pure fishing. I think you're right. Yeah, everybody, and that's the thing too. Like everybody's been bought out. It's like at one point, nobody knows who's who. Dave Rich says he has the Penn Battle 2 spinning. I like it. I also have the Fathom 32 speed. Sweet roll. Yeah, dude. I think I own like the Fathom in every size. Yeah, pens are a bit heavy. My favorite. Cool. Anyways, enough about the real talk. Yeah, so let's get into it. You ready, Captain Bill? You good to go? Can you hear me? Give me the thumbs up. Hey, I'm getting the thumbs up. All right, guys. Here we go. This is our featured guest. We're going to do Dockside Chat. This is Captain Bill. He's the captain of the Malihini, and we'll let him do the rest.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today?
Good. Got a bunch of people in here ready to talk about fishing. How are you this evening?
Good. It's been a long 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. You know, maintenance in the yard, getting that stuff squared away, getting that taken care of, done and over, and get ready to start our small trips here in January. You know, we
nice.
run. Go ahead.
So you guys, you stop fishing. You're doing like the maintenance and all that stuff right now.
Yeah. We actually shut down. I think our last trip was the 13th of November.
Oh wow,
it was pretty
early.
Cool.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Is that a yearly thing? You do that pretty much every year.
Say again.
You do that every year, like on the same schedule, same routine, or just kind of base it on maintenance and fishing?
Yeah, for the most part. You know, a boat runs pretty much, I want to say 9 to 10 months out of the year. You know, we're online, and it's been kind of a strange year in a sense this year, because we picked up a boatload of, no pun intended, a boatload of charters this year. I was really impressed. You know, it was really hard to get my open party business out with us because we're chartered. You know,
interesting.
We were booked charter wise from July, every Thursday, or every Friday, Saturday and Sunday through the end of I want to say the first week of October in July. So I mean, if anybody plans on fishing with us charter wise, I definitely get a call into us so we can go ahead and make those reservations. You know, our prime dates are getting set up and gone here pretty much. I think we have 14 charters already so far for next year.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we did it. I took my company, did a charter with you guys later in the year, but yeah, we were able to get in there. It was good times. So tell me, how'd you get started in the fishing world? Where did it all come from? Tell me the Bill story.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
My grandmother, no joke. My grandmother. I used to I hung around with a bunch of people, bunch of kids growing up that I started fishing when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
You know, and we would go to Venice Beach, fish off the Venice Beach Pier, and then we would, every other weekend or so, we'd go down to Santa Monica Pier. And I was probably 9 or 10 when I first realized that we went down to Santa Monica Pier, climbed underneath the pier, used to fish underneath the Santa Monica Pier, the pylon, catching big old buttermouth perch, 4 or 5 pound perch, and things like that. You know, to a kid my age, is, oh, this is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
still think it's awesome.
And I saw this boat come up, this ramp go down. People get off the boat. People got on the boat. And I come back up top to where my grandmother was. And I was talking to her about it and asked her what they were doing. It says, well, they're going fishing on the boat. Is that something we could do? And she knew the guy who owned the boat where I first started, where I think I deadheaded for him like 4 years during the summer after we got introduced and I started fishing on the boat. And I've never fished off a pier since. You know, yeah. It was different. It was different to start, but you know, I was able to go out and catch calico bass, fish in the breakwater, Santa Monica Bay, and halibut, and it was just a different world for me, man. And it took my focus off the streets.
Right, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, fishing, it's like a gateway drug. You know, you start at the shore. I think a lot of us are the same way. We start shore fishing, then we buy kayaks, then we don't ever fish the shore, and then you get on boats, and now you're like, oh, I'm going to buy a boat. It's like the same way. It's hard.
Dude.
Once you do like a certain level, it's hard to go back, you know, to to this stuff.
It's a progressive. As far as an angler, it's very progressive.
Yeah.
I'm looking at deckhands that I've been in the industry 36 plus years. I've owned the Malihini, or actually, I've been the steward of the Malihini since 2006, and I've seen people that fished with me in 2006. They're now doing multi-day trips.
Yeah.
It's fun.
100%.
They come back. They come back to me, dude. This is the first boat I ever fished on. I'm catching big cow tunas now and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, cool. Right on when you come and fishing with us again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's very
So then
cool, man.
did you start as a deckhand and then work your way up, or how did that work? Or did you go like straight captain status?
No. I started out when we left. I'm a military brat. So mom and dad moved all over the place. And when they finally set roots down here in San Diego, I was a junior in high school. And I worked boats in Hawaii. I worked boats in where we go? Guam. I worked a boat in Guam for a summer. Then we came back. I worked C4 sport fishing aboard the San Diego as a deadhead before Ryan Bostonian bought the San Diego, way before I think he was even in the picture. He was probably still just a kid then. And I worked with Roy Rhodes and Tom Ebner as a deadhead. And my ticket to get on the boat was bologna and cheese sandwiches, and I would cut fish and scrub and all this other stuff. And then I worked on the Mascot 6 for 2 summers out of H&M Landing, which was turned into the Chief. Then I guess it got destroyed or something. Oh, and wow. I spent 14 years on the producer with Ray Sobiak. He pretty much taught me everything I know.
That's awesome. I love it, man. Just like everybody else, starting at the bottom, cleaning up fish. That's the way to do it. That's just a classic story.
A lot of people have a misperception that the fishing industry as a whole is a very, very hard industry. If you don't love it, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make it. Do you make money doing what you do? Yeah, I make a decent living. Am I going to get rich doing this? No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Right, it's a labor of love.
I'm able to. I was at a job making $90,000 to $120,000 a year. I quit that job in 2016 to pursue my passion full time with my wife's blessing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I make probably a third of that.
Yeah.
And
but you're doing what you love.
I'm perfectly happy. My wife is perfectly okay with it.
Man, that's great.
I remember going to my full-time job at the time, being miserable. Oh, this sucks. And I'd get off work on Friday, couldn't wait to get down to the boat on Saturday and run the boat Saturday and Sunday. Then back to the grind again. Oh God.
Right.
Here we go again. another week of this crap. And then go back to the boat on Saturday and dude, it's to describe it, peace.
That's great.
Yeah,
peace of mind in life is so valuable. It's.
I think that's
what a lot of us like. Yeah, but I think that's why all of us do fishing. It's an escape for most of us, and a lot of us, we go out there on weekends, and a lot of times that's all we have is just get out there and fish, and that's where you just forget about your problems. You're on the water. It's like there's nothing better. You don't think about anything else. It's all about catching fish. Even if you don't catch fish, it's just you're out there on the water and just forget about life's problems. It's like I know a lot of the guys in here. It's all of our escape. it's not just our hobby, but we just love to get away. TB Metal Art says that he wants to apologize to Captain Bill as he got cut on a piece of art that a deckhand mounted on his boat. So sorry. He said, I wish it could have been in a better location. It was a yellowtail combo
I
hit.
remember
Do you
that.
remember that?
That's funny.
Well, he's
Wow.
in the chat, and he said he's sorry.
Hey, I'm glad you came fishing. Have you been back? Would be my question. Have you been back?
That's the question, Todd. You're on the spot now. That's funny. Salty Dangler asked if Captain Bill is a gamer.
Oh, he's looking at my
He probably sees the Skyrim back there.
That's Skyrim. Yeah, I am. I do that when I have absolutely nothing else to do. You know,
That's
and
awesome.
it frees my mind as well. I can escape to. I think I'm in Mortar
Tamriel
right
or whatever it is. Yeah,
I'm in Mortar right now.
yeah, that's awesome. So, what's your favorite fish to target as a charter? What do you like taking people out for the most?
All the above.
It doesn't matter to you.
With
big game, small game.
okay. The easiest way I explain this, I am not a species specific boat. I am going to target what I feel is going to be best for us to do at that particular point in time to put people on fish. Now, we can drive around and chase bluefin all day long. I've done that. Oh my God, so many times. And you see it splash around the boat. You see it charge the boat. You see it disappear, and you don't hook nothing. We were in a school of bluefin. For 3.5 hours. That was probably 150 yards wide, 150 yards long. For 3.5 hours, dude. 3.5 hours. We hooked 3 fish.
Yeah. That was my story all year. Yeah.
Bluefin fishing is probably the most rewarding when it bites.
Right.
But
and the most heartbreaking when they don't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dude, we went 0 for 19. 0 for 19 on that 150 to 200 pound stuff. It was crazy. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I was so
pissed. That was my whole summer. I cast in probably 15 bluefin boils this year and didn't get a single one. We found them, they boiled. I've bombed into so many and they don't eat it. Like you said, I've been on so many trips where we got 2 fish the entire day and we found the boils. We rolled up on them and
flowers, and I'm thanking you for
just so disappointing.
I'm going to show you something. I'm looking for a picture.
Awesome.
And hopefully I can find it. But I mean, fishing's fishing, man. I mean, in that regard, it is.
People like us understand that. So I imagine it's got to be difficult when people, they don't understand that. And like when I take new people out, I always want them to catch fish. Just when I invite them on charters and stuff, I'm like, man, I just hope they catch something. Because I get it, I understand. I'm going to go out and there's a chance I don't catch anything. And it's like I'm at peace with that.
See that? Does that pop up any good for you guys?
Let me see here.
It's on my phone. That's a school of bluefin tuna.
You can kind of see it a little bit. It's a little rough to see.
Oh, let me do this. Turn you that way. No, I can't see it. But anyway, that was the school of bluefin tuna. I'm going to say there was probably 1,000 fish.
Nothing. Or 3? You got 3 out of it, right?
We stopped the boat. We slid into it. Guys dropped down their jigs. Hook up. 8 hookups. All of a sudden, you see bing, 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 gone. It's like that. It's like, oh my God, these guys are killing me. Not 30 seconds goes by. You see it blow up in the corner and charge the boat. It's charging the boat. Guys got their baits out. Get 7 hookups right away. This one guy fought his fish for 2 hours, dude. 2 hours. Man. Got it to deep color. I'm guessing it's 12 to 13 feet of water. He wound down and lifted up, and when he lifted up, the hook pulled out. You see the fish just like
after 2 hours.
These guys,
that's a heartbreaker, man.
These guys were killing me, dude. They were high-fiving.
Right.
And I'm looking at them like, huh?
The fish, the fish ain't there yet.
What are you doing? They
Yeah.
had so much fun. You know,
Yeah,
okay,
dude, that's
we lose fish. You know, honestly, yeah, we lose
right.
fish. Okay, damn it, let's go again. You know, don't get
Right.
upset. The guy that spent 2 hours on his fish, he grabbed his rod, he dropped it on the deck, walked over to the rail, got a 270 gram knife jig, 100-pound fluoro on 55-pound braid, drops it down, gets bit about 30 seconds later.
Dang.
That was the biggest fish that we landed for the year. It's 214 pounds.
And that was after he
These
lost
fish,
the one.
yeah, these fish were huge, dude. These fish are no joke.
That's
Bluefin
awesome.
fishing,
It is great. It's so exciting. Yeah.
Oh, dude, and it's just it's a complete disaster and heartbreak if you miss, you know, landing one of them
Yeah.
fish, fighting them fish, and you know it kills me sometimes. Guys will fight this fish for 5-10 minutes. Oh, I'm tired. Oh no, bro, you paid for this.
You got a long ways to go.
You ain't done yet.
Right.
But I'm tired. I don't want to hear that.
That's so funny.
I lose your fish, you're gonna be mad at me.
Right.
You know, I got time for the pain. Just wind on it, man. Wind on it.
That's it.
You know, I mean,
Coach,
it's cool, bro. It really is.
Yeah.
It's really, really a lot of fun.
I agree. Coach Worf wants to know. He said, "How was it being independent of the landings?" He said, "I know they were independent for a minute.
We still are. We never
Okay.
got our open party run, which the Malihini had at H&M Landing since 1972. I don't want to go into what happened because it's water under the bridge, and I'm blessed. You know, I really am. I have remarkable guys that work with me, you know, that have the same mindset that I have as far as the business goes. You know, we as a group of individuals, I believe, and I'm speaking for my boat only. I can't speak for other owner operators. We are in the entertainment business, if you will. I'm not going to sit there and tell you we're going to do cartwheels and, you know, juggling and act like buffoons or anything like that. I take and we take what we do very seriously, but we also believe it has to be fun. You know, if you
100%.
come out on the boat and you've had a great time, whether you caught a fish or not, chances are you're going to come back to experience that same thing. You know, it's not about it's about catching fish, but it's not about catching fish. It's about experiencing something that makes you happy. You know, hanging out with your family, hanging out with your friends, you know, drinking a beer, eating a cheeseburger, and just having a good time. To me, catching fish is a byproduct of having a great time. I've been on a 5-day trip where I didn't catch a fish for 5 days. There was I think 12 fish caught total for 5 days. But dude, it was the best trip I've ever been on.
That's awesome.
Because the guy,
something about a boat burger, man, it's like they taste better. Something about a burger on the boat, you know. It's like I don't know what it is, but they're so good. I don't know if it's just because you're worn out in the sun, but like when you eat the boat burgers, like there is nothing better on planet Earth than that boat burger, man. It's great. So what do you like to fish? What about you personally? What do you fish for in your personal time, or do you have a favorite fish that so you're not taking a charter out, you're gonna go out and fish? What does Captain Bill go for?
We do a 2-day every year, friends and family. A lot of people that over the years of owning the Malihini have become family to me. And we charter the Relentless. We leave Friday, the first week of June. It's been for the past 6 years. We leave Friday at noon. We get back Sunday at 7 or 8 o'clock. We go fish San Clemente Island.
That's awesome.
You know, and calico bass,
some yellowtail,
straight plastics,
sheephead, huh? Yeah.
Straight plastics. You can't catch a calico bass on a bait. It has straight plastics. Dude, knock the squat. We're talking bass 4 or 5 pounders, dude.
As I've
You
heard,
know,
I haven't fished out there, but people have been telling me
dude,
that
we
that
did
the
that
calicos
first
there are
year we did
insane.
that. The first year we did that for 6 hours.
That's
Dude, it
crazy.
was so much fun. It was so much fun. You know, break off from that, yellowtail running up the island. Okay, let's go up there. Everybody switches over to their jig sticks. Guess what? We're hanging yellow 25 to 35 pound yellowtail on jig sticks.
Man, that's
You know, my
awesome.
granddaughter, I think her second year, caught her first yellowtail. Actually, she caught 3 that trip. And I think combined weight was probably 64 pounds combined, all 3 of them. I caught 5 that trip. Combined weight, probably 20 pounds.
Man, that's awesome. I'll take that all day.
Dude, every time we go fishing, she always outfishes me. I don't even try anymore. I don't even try anymore. And it's heartbreaking. Man, we're sitting there at the bait tank. This last year, we went out and we wound up going south. And we chased bluefin for 2 days. I think we had 87 bluefin for 2 days for 16 guys.
Wow. I'll
You
take
know,
that.
120 to, I want to say 60 to 120 pounders. She caught her first 135 ever.
That's great.
She's
man.
12 years old.
That's a big fish. I don't think people understand like that.
Old,
that's
by the way.
Yeah. That's
And
impressive.
it's fun. It was just fun. She had a blast.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
she's been on the Malihini since she was 2 years old. And she really started taking a little interest into fishing at about 6 or 7, maybe 8. We'd do half-day trips with Tim Green on the Premier. She'd catch calico bass and stuff like that. And she found out I was doing this 2-day 6 years ago. She asked if she could go. I'm like, do you really want to go on a 2-day? She said, yeah,
Right.
Yeah, we'll do it every year, man. Do it every year.
That's
I think we're going
awesome.
to do a 5-day here in a couple years. Let's see if we can go down Socorro or not Socorro, Guadalupe or something like that. And maybe, who knows? Maybe she'll catch her a cow yellowfin tuna.
This might be the year. What is so triple A14 from Instagram wanted to know the history of the Malihini boat.
The Malihini is 74 years old.
Wow.
She was built in 1940. The keel was laid in 43. She was completed in 44. She was supposed to be sold along with PT 657, which is the Malihini. 58, 59, and 60 were supposed to be packaged up and sold to Russia.
Oh, wow.
The war was over with. The deal fell through. They all came back. They never made it over there. They went from Higgins, Louisiana, through the Panama Canal on a boat, on a tanker or ship, and then wound up in Hermosa Beach? Not Hermosa. Yeah, it is Hermosa. I think it is. No, it's not Hermosa. I can't remember the name of the beach. So the Navy Yard up the coast, up north.
Cal probably knows.
And then
let us know, Cal, in the chat if you know what they're talking about.
The 57 and the 58 were sold to private people. The 57 was then moved to Oregon, where it was converted to a yacht. It spent 46, 47, and 48 as a yacht, then was sold again, converted to a commercial fishing boat. And it spent from 1949 to 1949 to 1959 as a commercial fishing boat. H&M Landing purchased her in 1960. It was H&M Landing's first overnight boat over 80 feet long.
Really? Wow.
And she ran overnight trips, sleeping 59 people on that boat.
Where'd they put them?
Oh, dude.
Where'd they put them in that thing?
That boat has lots of room. Has lots of room.
Wow.
I can't use the F bunk room anymore because I have wet exhaust now. and my exhaust tubes run through that compartment. So
I
you
see.
can't put bunks in any place you have exhaust going through, obviously. Somebody
I know, because last time I was on, I was like, I don't remember seeing bunks.
Good.
It's like, when we went on there, I was like, I don't remember seeing bunks on that thing.
Oh yeah, I've got 25 bunks all the way forward that I'm going to refurbish at some point in time.
Oh,
I don't know.
wow.
It's not going to happen this year though, and
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to get into the overnight game, dude. I'm really not sure.
Whole different beast. Yeah.
Well, I
That's
did
crazy.
it for 14 years. You know, I honestly I like sleeping in my bed.
Yeah.
Totally honest with you, I like sleeping in my bed, man.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
then
great.
from 1960 to 1972, she was the overnight boat. In 1972, they moved her from overnight and created a run to the Coronado Islands. She was the first 3/4 day boat at the time that did daily trips fishing the Coronado Islands. She did that from
Wow.
72 to today, basically. Today.
Yeah.
You know, I think the industry as a whole has changed a lot, you know, because, you know, how do I say this to make it so it comes out right? I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it.
Say it.
I believe that, you know, going out and chasing tuna, that's awesome. That is awesome. I have no problems with that. Going out and fishing the Coronado Islands, I really dig doing that because of the diversity of the fishery.
Yeah.
It's just like fishing San Clemente Island. You know, that's why we go there for 2 days, because of the diversity of the fishing. You can travel fishing the Coronado Islands. You have during the summer and fall, you have an opportunity for yellowtail, bluefin tuna.
Yep.
We were the first boat, I want to say 6, 7, 8 years ago, to catch a wahoo at the Coronado Islands. Ever. Ever. And that's, we know why that was. Water was 900 degrees too.
Right,
You know,
right. Yeah, I don't think I've
might-
never seen the wahoo out here. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, they were catching wahoo up in the Catalina Channel that same year.
Wow.
You know, the
What year was
legend
that?
went out on a crew trip, I think the next day or something like that, and wound up catching 9 at the Coronado Islands. You know, just
Yeah, that's great.
it is what it is. Fishing's fishing though. But I mean, you know, and if I couldn't understand as an owner operator with 59 people on the boat, and it drove me nuts for a very long time. You know, we go out, we fish hard for yellowtail, hard all day long, and catch 2.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 57 pissed off people because they ain't caught a fish. You got 2
Yeah,
guys.
two happy people, 2 people that are ecstatic.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I made the decision. I made the decision to just, we're going to fish for whatever's biting. You know, there's plenty of boats down here that fish the Coronado Islands. If you want to chase yellowtail all day long, they'll be more than happy to do that for you. I believe people want to go out and catch fish.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, at some point, I'm the same way. You know, I've been on those trips where we look for the yellowtail and we can't find it. It's like, oh, let's just go fish rockfish then, right? Let's go find something at this point. Yeah, I'll be happy just to hook up on anything. Yeah,
dude, reds.
Let's just go get limits real quick.
Are getting big. You know, my charter groups, when we fish Coronado Islands, we spend the morning, 1 of 3 locations. And we're typically done with 30 people. Done. I mean, done. Limits caught. Done by 10:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go look around. See if we can't find a California bass, barracuda. Let's go down to the ridge. See if we can't get us a yellowtail or a bluefin tuna down there. You know, and then there's stuff always to do. You know, you'll drop the anchor here. I remember one day we made 15 anchor drops. My deckhands were pissed at me. No,
Oh
not
yeah,
working out.
that's the stuff we don't think about on our end. It's we're just
Oh
like, oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
To us, we take it for granted. Oh, they're anchoring down. Let's go. Yeah, I never thought about the deckhands having to
Oh, they're like,
do all
oh, you're
that
gonna
work.
jump in
Yeah,
here. We're gonna drop the pig again. We're gonna set up on this
that's
side of the
funny.
stone because it's not biting here. And it's I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it's a precise science, but it's important that the boat is in the right position at the right time.
Yeah,
You go
100%.
we'll drive all the way down to the ridge, get down there, drive around, look around, and then just leave. Conditions aren't right. So we got to go find something else. And people, well, what did we drive down here for? Check the conditions.
Yeah,
Honestly, check the conditions. Conditions up in North Island suck. We're not going to catch any yellowtail here. Well, let's work our way around the south end of North Island. Go look at the gun site. Check out Pukey Point. Okay, there's nothing. The conditions aren't right here. Let's keep going.
yeah.
Oh, under the light. Conditions seem all right. Oh, there's a school. Start a chum line. It blows up. You drop the pick, you slide back on the pick, and you're sitting on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so let's
sometimes
wind it up.
that's what makes it, yeah. I mean, me and Jessica went on a trip, was it 2 years ago? And we drove, and for 6 hours, nobody caught anything. We were looking, and there was just nothing, right? People were getting antsy, but then they found this patty, the one patty, and there was Dorado. It blew up. There was Dorado. Everybody lived, hey, and all of a sudden the frustration's gone. Everybody's throwing Dorado, yellow fin on the boat. I mean, they were swimming underneath. You're just yanking them in. They're jumping out of the water, and it was like all that heartache in the video. But once we found them, and the captain, he knew that they were down there, and he kept telling the people, like, because they wanted to stop, and he's like, you guys trust me, like, we gotta find the good fish. We don't got time to stop. We gotta find him. And everybody's growing. And then once we got him, he was right. We were on him. And 6 hours later, it was a long day, but we filled our freezers for sure.
I describe to my charter groups when they call me and ask me about fishing offshore, I describe it like this. It is a long boat ride, hours and hours and hours of boredom. You'll stop on kelp after kelp after kelp after kelp after kelp. You'll find that one that's going to bite, and it turns into total organized chaos.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And a lot of my charters, what I've been doing with them is explaining to them. We can go offshore, we can drive around all day. I have no problems with that. I get a kick out of doing that. Not in the sense that I'm going to take your money, but
right.
Some days we're fishermen, some days we're catchermen.
That's right.
Bottom line, and a lot of people don't understand that. If you go out on one of these trips on any boat you go on, and you go out there expecting to catch fish and not expecting to have a good time, you're going to be disappointed. You go out there with the attitude that I'm here to have a good time. If I catch something, great. I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm chilling. I ain't at work. Yep. Oh my God, I'm not at work. I ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to have a great time.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Big Yak, Big Water Yak wants to know from Instagram. He said, what should he bring? Let me see if I can find his question here. He said, what to bring and what to leave home on a 3/4 day? Must brings and never brings.
Honestly, with the way fishing's been, I'd bring everything. Honestly, I'd bring everything. So
you don't care if people bring, like, I bring so many rods, like I get heckled by people coming in. So
I'd say
now I can quote you and say Captain Bill told me to bring everything.
Yeah, I would bring 4 setups. If you're good at throwing a jig stick or you have a jig stick, I'd bring that. I'd bring with the bluefin being around last year and how they showed their faces and stuff, I'd bring a 60 to 80 pound setup. I'd bring a 40 pound setup. I'd bring a 20 pound setup. Oh, that gives you right there 20, 40, 60, and 80. Done deal.
Yeah, it covered.
You know,
That's awesome.
and that's 4 rods. That 40-pound setup could be your jig stick. You could use as a bait stick as well. Granted, if you hang something on that 10-foot jig stick, that bait's 2 miles from the boat. Good luck. It's gonna hurt, but I mean, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
I bring
That's right.
anything in the sense of a flat fall anywhere from 120 to 40 gram. I have the gamut on the boat because I never know what we're going to find.
Right.
You know, we're fishing, to give you an example, we're fishing bluefin last year or this year, and most of the time it was that 40 to 50-pound stuff. And then we go out one day and it's the 40 to 50-pound. Oh shoot. You see that Volkswagen just jump out the water? Oh, you get rushed by 200-pound fish. It's like, oh my God, they were mixed schools, and there was
crazy.
no rhyme or reason to it. We didn't have much yellowfin to speak of this year, like in years past.
Right.
And I think that's just because they bypassed us. They were further out to the west.
The bluefins stuck around freaking seemed like all year. It was crazy.
Yeah. That Dorado, I think we had, personally, the boat had 2 or 3 days of good Dorado fishing. It wasn't like it was year before last either. It was like we fished Dorado for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Yellowfin, we typically fish for a month. It would start the middle of August and go through the first or second week of October.
That's awesome.
And that bluefin in the spring, yellowtail on the kelps outside in the spring, yellowtail at the islands. If you're into that, me personally, I just want to go fish. I don't care what I catch. As long as my clients get off the boat and they're happy, we've done our job. And that's how I feel.
Agree.
Spinning
Rod Rebel Marvin says, "Hey, Captain Bill, Dan Hernandez said to tell you hi."
Tell Mr. D I said hello.
You know what? Because I think he does a show the same time as this one on Thursday.
Oh,
so he's probably going live too. Yeah, up in Orange County. So that's funny. I don't know if he's watching both shows, but that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him a lot. They did a charter with me last year.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What's your favorite knot to use just to go straight hook?
Palomar.
Do you have Palomar knot? Yeah.
Palomar.
It seems to be the big choice here.
I mean, it's I've landed a 280-pound bluefin tuna on it. Granted, it was heavier line, but still just tied a Palomar knot.
Nice.
And I was told I was stupid for doing that by my good buddy Ray Summers. I started laughing. I said, "The fish on the boat?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, then I rest my case."
That's right. Yeah, that's what we tell everybody out here. Just the knot you can tie and the knot that works. Don't get too fancy.
Exactly.
I know, because we always have, people are so dogmatic about their knots. So I was just curious what you use. You have what about reel preference? We did a poll earlier and we were seeing which reel manufacturer won. Do you have a favorite reel manufacturer?
Free
reels? Who's ever
free? No, I'm joking.
Who's ever going to sponsor you?
I'm joking. I
That's
have
not a bad
an
answer,
assortment, dude. I have an assortment, and it depends on the application. For my jig sticks, they're toriums. For my big fish fishing, I use EOS 60s. Nice. They're Avids or Avids. For my bait sticks, they're either Avids, Acuras, or that Acura turn 200, 300, 400. I don't like. It's
not good.
All. Oh, it if you're able to take your equipment home after you're done fishing for the day and clean them up, I'm sure they're excellent reels. Okay, I'm sure they're excellent reels.
Right.
But for me, I don't have that luxury.
I was
When
gonna
we
say, yeah.
freshwater the boat, when we freshwater the boat, we freshwater the reels and everything else. We wipe them down, we put them away. After a while, my turn 300 just wouldn't respond to anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it may have just been that real. I have no idea. I just stopped.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but you don't really. So you don't have like a brand that you're diehard with. That's good.
No,
That's good.
not really. Because
then,
I have some Shimanos, I have Daiwas, I have Avids, I've got all kinds.
nice.
You know, and a lot of the reels, with the exception of my big boy reels, I let my passengers use, which I have no problem with.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
And then what's the
brakes? Yeah, they're real brakes, or they're rental rod that they run from the landing brakes or something like that.
right?
Go tell them they can go get one of the rods, give them to him. Tell him if he drops it in the water, it's $800.
Yeah, give them that disclaimer first for sure.
Oh,
Like, you know what? I don't want to use I don't want to use this thing.
What you do not drop that rod in the water. If you do, $800 in the conversation. Well, I'm not sure I want to use it. Well, just don't drop it in the water. You're good to go.
Right.
You know.
Yep. So what's the what's something you wish new anglers knew, or the biggest mistake you see when they go on a boat? So if somebody's never been on a charter, they're gonna go out with you. I mean, what do you see that you just wish you would be like, man, I wish these guys knew?
When the crew,
just one thing. What would make your life easier? Like, what do you wish every angler did? That
ask questions after the
just
seminar.
ask.
If you don't understand something, ask questions.
That's good.
You know, a lot of boats on their charters, they hook in hand, they hook in hand, they hook in hand, they hook in hand, they hook in hand. I personally, I'm old school, dude. I'm old school. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand fish counts. It's what gets you off the dock. Okay, yeah, if you're an open party boat, I agree with that. But I would rather teach a person how to fish than to hook the fish for them and give it to them.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agree.
That makes that experience. To give you an idea, I had not last year, year before last, I had a charter group, all this expensive equipment. Got on the boat. I'm thinking to myself, we gonna jack these fish up today. They were biting good, dude. They were biting good. We're fishing the Coronado Islands. We went out the day before that, and we had like 125 yellowtail assorted. And I want to say 85% of that was bait. The other 15% were jigs. Guys get on this boat with all this fancy jig sticks. I'm like, we're going to jack this fish up today, boy. Guy, deckhand gets a seminar. Not one of them attended the seminar. Not one of them attended the seminar. I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. We get to the first stop of the day. We drop the pick. Throw a little bit of bait, just blows up across the stern. Slide your baits back, guys. I come out of the wheelhouse and I look, and all the people are standing there at the bait tank with their rods in their hands. What the hell are you guys doing? I said to myself, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm like, come on, guys, get to the water right there. I grab my jig stick off the top there, cast from the top. 1, 2 cranks. Hang a yellowtail. Grab it, slow to my deckhand. Grab my other jig stick. Cast it out. 1, 2. Hang another yellowtail. Head it to my deckhand. Give it to one of them guys. Give me a stick. And then I started doing that. They finally got into the groove. We only wound up with 60 fish for our day. I want to say the The crew probably hooked 45% of those fish.
Wow, that's crazy.
Went out the next day on a solid rent rod charter with 50 people. Went to the exact same place. They attended the seminar. They asked a bunch of questions. We had 275 yellowtail that day.
Wow, that's insane.
They
listen. Yeah, ask questions. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
it's a lot of I don't know if it's sometimes fishing. It's male dominated. I think a lot of times they get into that thing where, oh, I know everything, or I'm not going to ask questions, and everybody wants to be a professional, right? I think a lot of people are afraid to ask questions too. They don't want to be that guy, and because there's always that old timer on the boat that thinks he knows everything about everything, and he knows absolutely nothing.
You get
And
them.
he's out there just giving, like I hear him giving bad advice, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you guys, please don't listen to this guy. And they're just soaking it up, like, oh yeah, okay. And I'm just like, please, just don't listen to this guy. Go to the back of the boat, do what the deckhands tell you.
All you can do is laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, all you can do is laugh. I had a
Sometimes
guy
I see them and they're listening to these guys, and I'm just like, oh no, this is not.
I had a guy
work
one
out
trip, and I don't know what kind of knot he was tying. We're on the anchor at the islands. People are catching yellows, 15 to 25 pounds left and right. He cast out, he get bit off. He tie another one, cast out, he get bit off. Sir, would you like me to tie that for you? No, I've been tying this knot forever. My bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Right.
I apologize. I found out where his rods were. I walked over there, cut every single hook off his rod, retied them for him. Didn't say nothing to him. And I says, can I borrow your rods? He said, yeah, outside on there. I grab one, pin on the bait, cast out. Oh, I hang a fish. I get bit. He cast out, hangs a fish, loses it. I give him this one.
Oh,
so I'm going to tie this for you. Go ahead and fight that fish. I tied it, and he went through that one, caught that one, set it on a rock, grabbed another rock.
Hooked up on that one?
Yeah. It's like, he looked at me kind of funny. I said, Dad, it's all in the knot, bro. It's all in the knot. You tell me your line's not old. It's all in the knot, man. Yeah, it was kind of cool. He was very, very appreciative afterwards. He wound up with his limit, which was cool.
But it's just hard to get through them. Yeah, people,
crazy.
Sometimes they got their ways, man, and they just don't want to hear it. So that's nuts.
I'm telling you to put your light gear away.
Oh, Mark G, yeah, because I fish. Like when I went on your boat, I do slow pitch jigging. So I use I got those super thin rods. They're and they look like little bass rods. And every time I use them, the deckhands are always hassling me, and they're like, "Put that light gear away. Those are trout rods." And I'm out there slaying tuna with them, And I caught the 2 yellowfin on your boat.
That has the guys that do like that.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
So when we went out on your boat, I caught the only 2 yellowfin on the boat, and I was doing jigging.
Right.
And then some guy got a Dorado on the live bait. But I always get hassled by the deckhands. They look at it and they're just like, what the hell is this guy bringing out here? It's funny. So when you watch my videos, that's what he's referencing. So whenever you watch like my YouTube videos, the deckhand's always giving me a hard time because the rod looks really thin. So
salty dangler,
it's like a running joke. How does that captain feel about the new age? Yeah. I took the trout rod on his boat, Salty.
Before I used to get very angry when people would lose fish because it ruins my fish count. I ain't gonna lie. Now it don't matter.
Yeah.
You guys get on the boat. You guys had a great time. You guys lost to 50 million fish. You guys got off the boat. You tell your friends how good of a time you had. Chances are your friends are going to come and want to experience that. And that's why I say whether we catch fish or not, I feel a good day, honestly. I feel a good day of fishing to me is 30 to 40 fish. Of that, 30 to 40, 50 pound yellowfin or bluefin.
Oh yeah. I take that all day. Yeah, heck yeah.
I take that.
You just catch one bluefin, one yellowtail. I mean, that'll make your day. I mean, no problem.
Do I want to go fish for limits?
Of course.
No.
No.
I want to go fish for fish. We're going to catch what we're going to catch regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a good philosophy.
My mindset is to go out and show my people, my clients, my friends, my family a good time on the water. I can control two things: the attitude myself and my crew. I can control to where I can put the boat in the best position possible for us to capitalize on the opportunities given. Other than that, if I could make the fish bite, that boat would be sold out 365 days a year. I can't make the fish bite.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Do.
That's how I fish. A lot of, well, you don't fish for limits. We catch limits. I'm high-fiving. We don't catch limits. I'm still high-fiving because I felt that I've given you everything that I could give you in order for us to be successful. Yep. They don't bite. They don't bite. I have no control over that.
That's true. That's awesome.
We give you 100. I can guarantee you, we're going to give you 110% of what we have.
That's great.
For our day. I can guarantee you that. And I'm speaking for myself and every single one of my crew members because it's about our clients first. Straight out, it's about our clients first.
It's a good philosophy. You know, a lot of captains don't have that.
You know, our charters, we have a plan B. You go offshore for a week straight, and you know it's sucking.
Right.
Okay? And you know, I'm being dead serious. And you know it's sucking. Dang it. We had 6 days this year where we got the proverbial helmet or goose egg.
Right.
I was okay with it. Because we had a plan B. People walked off that boat with fish, man.
That's awesome.
Open party trips, you can't do that. Because somebody.
It's all about,
What are you going to get rockfish for? We go drive around the ocean all day and catch nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't about that anymore.
You know, yeah, it is different. It's all about the dot count. We were talking about that earlier, like in the season, that it's almost detrimental too, because a lot of times they're always about the limits, you know, and it's all about the dot count. So it's a lot of it's hurting some of the population, like sheephead and stuff, because everybody they want to show the numbers, they want to show the docks, and all that matters is how many fish they got, you know, and everybody wants to go on the boat with hundreds of fish, and it's not always a good thing, you know. Honestly, it's
the Department of Fish and Game. I got an email. Actually, I got a letter from them. They are proposing an emergency regulation on recreational sub-mag limits of vermilion, red rockfish, copper rockfish, and quillback rockfish.
Yeah, because everybody's out there limiting, you know, every single day.
Yeah. Why do you need fishing in the U.S.? Why do you need 10 red rockfish?
Yeah,
save
you don't.
You know, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Especially a lot of these people, like if you keep in, you eat it. I think that's one thing, but I worry about is how much of it goes to waste, you know, especially people that are on vacation or, you know, they travel from out of town to come here and fish. Like, what are they doing with 10 fish? Like, are they really using it? If they're going and making the tacos, like, I'm okay with that. But my biggest fear is they sit in a hotel refrigerator or something, and they just get dumped, you know, because it never got taken. And that's what I hate to see, you know.
We got rid of the jackpot in 2011 on our boat. We would go out. This is when fishing was really, 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 really fun. During the June, July, we'd go down to the flats in Mexico, just east of the Coronado Island, South Island there. We drive around looking for sand bass, find a school of sand bass. You turn, you throw a little bait, you start to see it boil in the water. You drop the pick, you slide back. and you can walk up on the bow of the boat. No joke. Look down into the water. There's 3,000 sand bass just waiting for you to pitch your bait in the water, dude. It's
Right.
crazy. It was crazy. You catch your limit of sand bass in about an hour and 30 minutes. 59 people now times 5 sand bass. They're like 350 fish.
Right.
You leave there, you drive over to the gun site, not the gun site, but you drive over to the Ribbon, which is another area just inside of South Island there. You throw a little bait. Oh, yellowtail foaming. You'd hook probably 20, catch 5. Okay, now we're going to do, we'll sit here for a little bit longer. All of a sudden, the barracuda showed up. Bazillion barracudas. You do your fish fillet, your fish fillet board on the way home. Nobody wants the barracuda cut.
Right. Right.
You go back to the dock. You give out all the fish. You come back with 3 or 4 sacks of barracuda.
Yeah.
The only reason why they wanted the barracuda because they wanted it for the jackpot.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
We got rid of the jackpot, dude. People
Nobody wanted the barracuda.
What they're going to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time
I agree. Yeah. I went on a trip this year and we caught so many bonito, and I actually eat bonito. I love bonito, but I only took.
Bonito's good.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's great. And I was throwing them back. So I caught like 3. I'm like, I'm not going to need more of this. They were huge. They were over at the Coronado Islands. So I was just tossing them back. But everybody's keeping the bonito. So we get back to the thing. We got some other fish too. And we got back and everybody's leaving and they weren't taking the bonito. There was like a barrel full of bonito that just got left.
Isn't that crazy?
In the tub. And I'm like, why did you take it? Like, they didn't want it, but for some reason, and part of it was the deckhands. They didn't ask. They were just slitting the throat, throwing them in the bag. A lot of it for the counts, right? Because they weren't. I'm like, hey, just throw it back. They're asking. They're like taking it from me. They didn't even ask if I wanted to keep it. I'm like, no, throw it back. And they were like, oh, well, some people might want it. They're like trying to keep the fish that I'm like trying to throw back in the water. I'm like, I only want 3. I don't need 10. It's crazy, and a lot got left, and that was this year, and it kind of disappointed me. I hated seeing it.
I'm going to be honest here. We make, I want to say 85% of the money that deckhands make comes from the fillet board.
Oh, interesting.
That's why they fish for limits.
Okay.
That's why they fish for limits. My mindset used to be like that.
Right.
But I come to the realization that if you take care of your clients are going to take care of you. If you are an anal cavity, if you're unapproachable, if you're not accessible like you should be, when I go to a restaurant, the waiter or waitress starts out with $35. It's theirs to lose.
Yeah.
I tell my guys on the boat the exact same thing. You step on this boat, you leave whatever crap and problems you have at them dock stairs. You can pick them up when you leave tonight.
Right, right.
Our clients didn't pay this good money to come here to listen to you gripe and complain and moan and groan about how hard your job is. Yeah, our day starts at 4:45 in the morning. Our day ends somewhere around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, depending on what time we get back to the boat. Guys,
it's true.
You guys got to be, your head's got to be in this.
100%.
We've had trips, dude. We have trips where the 6 days we got skunked this year. We made still $150 a piece, blowing me away. We didn't cut a single fish because we had
a fish. Yeah,
we still made $150. Guys had such a great time.
It just tells you you're doing something right. Yeah,
man, it's priceless, bro. That is
that's true.
priceless.
That's great.
You know,
Well, Captain Bill, I mean, we're coming up on an hour. I don't want to eat too much of your time,
dude, I'm
but
good.
it was
I
great,
can hang
man. Is
more
there
if
any?
you want. Why want to talk? Ask questions.
Yeah, if anybody wants to ask questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll cut them loose. I don't think we got any more. We'll give them a few minutes. But yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
big
that's a great
dog.
attitude. You know, I've got I got employees too and stuff like that, and I tell them the same thing. You know, it's on that aspect of it, it's all about the customer service. You know, they don't want to hear
It
about your
is.
problems. It's not about
No,
you. And I tell them you do this day in and day out, but to them, it's the first time they're seeing you. It's the first time they're experiencing it. You know, so it's hard to keep up that enthusiasm. You know, they don't care that you've done the same thing for years and years and you're tired of it. Like you've got to show them that
you know,
give them the good experience that they've never had before, because it's their first time calling us. So
exactly.
yeah,
You know, when you go out and you know the weather's up, it's fishable, but the weather's up.
yeah,
And say you're offshore kelp patty fishing, it's going to be hard to see kelp because the wind's blowing 7 to 10 knots. It's all white cappy now, and it's gray out. It's not sunny. It's like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. And then
I've been there.
you find that kelp in all that muck, and you find that one kelp. God, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Oh
I'm glad
yeah,
we did this.
yeah,
This is all right.
100%.
You know, then there's days you go out there and it's flat calm, dude, and you'll find 25, 30 kelps for your day. There's fish on every single one of them kelps, too. It's just not biting. Dang it, this makes me mad. That's frustrating. You know,
It is. There is
standpoint,
there's no rhythm to it either. You know, it's
no.
some days you think you're going to be great, you know, and the day before was great, and you go out and it's like nothing. Or
Yeah,
it says the fish report's supposed to be garbage, and it blows up, man. And you just kill it
complaint
that day,
letters.
you know. Yeah,
Complaint letters. Day before yesterday, they had 375.
yeah,
Today, we just drove around the ocean all day.
yeah.
Welcome to fishing, bro.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not making light of it. His complaint is legitimate in his eyes. Okay, I understand that. He's frustrated because he didn't catch anything. But yet again, I go back to what I said before. You know, I have control over two things: making sure that that boat is in the best possible position for us to capitalize on the opportunities given to us, and making sure that my crew and myself are respectful, courteous, new word, courteous, and upfront with our clients.
It's true. It's all you can do, man.
You know,
That's awesome. That's an awesome philosophy, though. That's why you stay in business. That's why you be around.
oh, Captain Dancer, let you go to bed. Are you tired?
Oh, yeah. No,
Where are you at?
this chat, I'm here for the abuse that they give me.
Are you
I
on
go
the
to bed
East Coast?
early. I'm usually in bed like 9, 10 o'clock. So
You're
it's
in
funny.
California, right?
Yeah, I live in Carlsbad.
Oh, you're right up the street from me.
Yeah. I'm here in San Diego.
Okay.
All these guys are, most of these people are some are Orange County or LA, but they're just giving me a hard time because I'm like an old man. I go to bed early, but I get up early too. So I'm out there fishing at butt crack of dawn. But yeah.
Do you float tube at all?
Just kayak mostly. I go kayak fishing usually every weekend, or I'm hitting the charter boats. So
Right on.
most of these guys are kayaks. I'd say a lot of these guys are probably 90% kayak fishermen that also go on the charter boats and stuff. So
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
they're already talking about booking their Malihini trip.
Didn't we talk about putting the kayaks on the boat and going out or something?
I don't know if I did with you, but I've heard of mothership trips. People
Somebody
do that.
talked about it.
It's a thing where people do. They
nice.
throw them on and then they take them out there. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
that's
mothership trip. Yeah,
That's kind of dicey. Just because we have, we don't have a back.
right. How you going to get them on and off?
We actually did something for General Atomics, and where we dropped the kayak in the water for them, and we put our man overboard ladder down, and they got off. It was dicey though, dude. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling this. Somebody gets hurt, we're screwed.
I don't know. These guys are savages, man. We wouldn't care. We'd be down. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't
But
think
yeah,
anybody's got any more questions, man. But unless you got anything else to add.
Cave Dog, that does sound good.
Yeah, he wants it.
I don't
Cave
know.
Dog wants it.
Fish for Coronado Islands. Dude, you guys probably get over there by South Island.
That's
probably get over
that's
by
what they
South
moor their
Island.
ship. Yeah.
Bass right there, dude. Oh my gosh. When that weather's sitting, when the current's going the correct way, I can maneuver the boat to where it's got to be blowing out of the southeast. I can come around the tip of South Island, come up and drop my pick and slide my stern back to where I'm probably 8 to 10 fathoms of water. Oh man, calico bass. Oh my god, that boiler off.
Right there on the edge.
Stupid fishing. That's so much
We got to
fun.
get out there. I've heard. I've never been out there, but I have heard from multiple people that the calicos out there are like legendary.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. That 2-day trip, I don't know if we have room. I'm gonna put that post out or send the invite to the guys that do it every year. And every now and then someone will drop off, and if they do, I'll shoot you a text or email, let you know. But man,
I'm confident we get a group together, no problem, or something like that.
Right. I love what I do, guys. I really do. I love what I do. There's nothing in the world than seeing that mom bring her son out or that dad bring his son out and have that son catch or daughter catch their very first fish, whether it's that big or that big. Just to look at it, the exhilaration in their face when their rod goes, dad, mom, look. Oh, dude, it's just, it makes my day.
Yeah.
It makes my day.
And you hope it's not their first trip. I took a buddy out and he caught a big old yellowtail his first time. And I'm like, you're spoiled, dude. I'm like, don't expect this every time you go out.
Every time, man.
And he went out with us again, like a second time, and he didn't get one of those big yellowtails. And he was like, oh man, I think I'm spoiled, because if you have it, you can be chasing that high for the rest of your life,
Yes,
like
sir.
It's almost good you got that one. I was like, but don't expect that every time you go fishing. That's
dude, it
doesn't happen.
It's
true.
It is, man. I can't explain it. I mean, when I quit my full-time job, because I've owned a Malihini since 2006. When I quit my full-time job and started running the boat full-time, my wife told me I look younger. My attitude got better. My attitude got better. In my opinion, I've got the best office in the world.
That's awesome.
I've been in this industry 36 plus years. And in those 36 plus years, I have never seen the same sunrise. I have never seen the same sunset. And I don't know if anybody here believes in God, but if that's not a testament to God's power, I don't know what is, man.
Right.
I honest to God don't know what is.
That's
I
true.
wake up every morning thanking him for allowing me to get up out of my bed and do what I do.
Amen, man. I hear that. That's awesome. Yeah. That's great.
I would love to have your wife, and you guys put another charter together. And if you guys decide to do that, you need to call me no later than February. Because like I said, we got 14 dates already. Anybody else want to call, book a charter?
Yeah. Yeah. So
no. I'm joking.
Captain Bill, thanks for coming on. So what do you want to plug? How do the guys get a hold of you? So if they want to take the Malihini out, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Give us a call, area code 844-619-FISH. That's 844.
What was that? 844
619-FISH. And if we don't answer the phone, please leave a message. Please leave a message, because I am the office, and typically I am out in the water, And when I do get my messages, I typically return my phone calls anywhere between 7 and 8 p.m. just to let you know. And then
Awesome.
depending on what it is you're looking for, I will give you another number. That way we can converse. You know, this is a phone that I have on me 24/7.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, so we'll have to give you a call. I know these guys too. They're already planning a trip, so
Amen. I'm
we'll have to
looking
get
forward
one
to it.
together.
I think this year is going to be similar to last year. You
That's a
know, the
blueprint.
water temperature I've noticed has dropped down. We went up to Newport Beach here 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. We ran across some 58-degree water there in the morning, and then it got warmer as the day went on. But I mean, 60, 61, 62
Yeah.
degrees. I don't think the temperature got any warmer this year than 69, 70 maybe. And that was kind of weird seeing that, the past 5 years prior to that was 78,
Yeah.
79, 80-degree water, it didn't get below. Last year and this year were the first year in 6 years I've seen water colder than 60 degrees. So maybe
crazy.
things are going back to normal,
Who knows, man? It's every year. It's always different, man. Just never know.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, Bill. It was great having you. And
likewise.
If you want to come on again, we'll put you on the show again. So it doesn't have to be just a one-time thing. I think the guys like having you. So yeah,
just shoot me an email.
Awesome, cool. I loved having you. Thanks again for doing
Love your show, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
Peace.
Peace out.
Captain Bill, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good time and enjoyed that. I know it was great. Learned a lot of stuff. Eddie had great energy. Tell his boat's got a lot of great work ethic. So glad he could do that. Thank you again, Captain Bill. I really appreciate it. We had a great time. We went on his boat earlier this year. So I've been on there. I think I have to find the video, but one of my YouTube videos was actually filmed on the Malihini. And I don't know which one it is, but next time I'll put the link on there. And yeah, we'll definitely see what you can expect. One thing I didn't touch on, he's got a great, like the bow of that ship is like, it's huge. It's one of if you guys like casting jigs and stuff. I mean, it's a freaking awesome boat. That's good stuff. All right, guys, don't want to take you too long. Almost an hour and a half show. That was good though. Awesome stuff. Let's do a giveaway. What do we want to give away? And what do we want to do?
Hat.
Jessica says a hat.
You want to do a shirt?
Hat and a shirt?
Yeah.
Hat and a shirt. For 500 subs. Actually, now it's almost the 550 subs. So we're getting there, boys and girls. There's some girls in there. I really appreciate you guys always liking the content. And hopefully you guys like these interview things. Like I said, we've got other captains lined up. I've already got some confirmations from some other captains. So it should be great. Hopefully we'll do one maybe like once a month or something like that. Do like a little special thing where it's just not always me talking. But how do we want to give this away?
Well, do you want to do like they have to comment on the video or tag a friend, and then you'll pick one next week when we get back? Maybe comment their favorite video and tag a friend.
Yeah. So why don't you so when I end this video, just comment on this video. What should we say? Just comment on the video.
Yeah.
Just comment oos on the video, or give a just comment on this video when we're done. So when we're done here, it'll upload to YouTube. So it might be tomorrow or something like that. Just comment on this video, either give Captain Bill a shout out or just oos or something like that. Just give this video some traction. And next week we'll do the drawing, and then you'll win a hat or a shirt. So we'll put you in the random generator thing, and we'll go from there. This week I was going to do a spotty special. We're going to do that next week. I didn't know Captain Bill was coming on till this week. So I said I was going to do the spotty special, but then he came on. So we kind of moved everything around. So I'll do that next week. I'll talk about spotties, and then we're also going to do, I'm going to have Aaron on big water yak fishing. We're going to talk about safety and stuff like that. He took a dump he took a dive over the side of his kayak. And so we're going to get his perspective, kind of what happened, how we can prevent that, how cold it was, how cold the water was. He said he was exhausted the days after. So we're going to go over a little safety, what we can do, and kind of go over like what had happened, how he went over, how he couldn't get back in. And then we'll do the spotty special. So we got some stuff lined up next week. I'm going to do, I have flying out tomorrow to Kiwa Island. So I'm going to do some fishing in North or South Carolina. So that's super fun. Never done that before. We're going to go, we got a little private boat. I think there's like 4 of us. It's like a 4 max boat. He's going to take us out. Hopefully we get on like some redfish or snook or tarpon or drum. I don't know what they're fishing for out there. He's going to put us on. So that'll probably be my next video. The South Carolina adventure should be cool. I don't know what to expect, but yeah. Anyways, Merry Christmas to all you guys. Thanks again for getting us to 500 views. We're on our way to 1,000. Thank you, Captain Bill, for coming on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If it's something you liked, let me know in the comments, and we'll do some more of it. And hopefully looking forward to another great year. And we'll see all you guys on the water. Till then, keep getting your black belts and fishing. Submissionfishing.com if you guys want to support the stream. You get shirts, hats that we're going to give away. We got some other things coming. Fish frosting, my fish scent. We got jigs coming hopefully next month. And hoodies. We got stuffs in the works, guys. So I appreciate all the support you guys do. Everybody who's bought anything, even if you like the video. Good night, everybody. It's been great.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.